Today, I'm going to be flying one of North America's newest airlines, Canada Jetlines. Canada Jetlines is a Canadian airline founded in Mississauga, Ontario. It operates scheduled charter flights in the U.S., Caribbean, and across Canada. Jetline launched its inaugural flight first on September 22nd, 2022 from Toronto Pearson to Calgary. Canada Jetlines has a fleet size of 3 aircrafts, and all of them are the Airbus A320-200, and has 1 aircraft on order, which is the A320neo. But now, let's start the review on North America's newest airline. Starting off with the traveler reviews, they were pretty good. The boarding was rated by 8.5, comfort an 8.1, crew an 8.1, entertainment a 7, food a 6.9. We had 12 reviews for excellence, 2 reviews for good, 1 review for okay, and 2 reviews for mediocre, leaving 0 reviews for poor. Starting off with the good reviews, we have people saying they had an excellent first experience and were excited to try the airline again. There were some that had pros as everything and no cons at all. And some reviews that didn't even put con on their comment. Some saying it was a great airline and they'll be a return customer. And for the bad reviews, there are some people saying their system was too slow and it took over 4 hours, and the airline has no crew to help at the airport at all. And someone saying they paid extra for a reclining seat and it didn't recline and it was painful for them since they're over 6 foot, and the flight attendants were just saying it is what it is. Now, I'm excited for the experience, and personally I'm not worried except for the fact that it's snowy and icy, so hopefully the flight doesn't get cancelled, because all the reviews are good. There were only 2 bad reviews, and most of them were non-flight related issues, more so just system error, which can occasionally happen, and it's not really the airline's fault. Things first, we did have to walk across the terminal because the Jetlines check-in counter was not where it said it was supposed to be on the map. Jetlines has a small little check-in counter with 4 check-in desks available. Here we have the Jetlines carry-on bag check. Now, it was very tight, but surprisingly all of our bags did fit. We then got past check-in and made our way down to security. Today we're flying on Jetlines' 14-year-old Airbus A320-200, registered Charlie Golf Charlie Juliet Lima. Now, this aircraft has quite some history. This 14-year-old A320's first flight was January 25th, 2010. The test registration was Delta Alpha Victor Victor Tango. The aircraft was first delivered to Avianca in February 11, 2010, registered as November 417 Alpha Victor, and was then passed on to Pegasus Airlines 4 years later in March 11, 2016, registered Tango Charlie Delta Charlie Juliet. And then after that, 6 years later, it was finally delivered to Canada Jetlines in February 26, 2022 as Charlie Golf Charlie Juliet Lima. After a quick bathroom break, we then started to board our aircraft. Now, we were one of the last people on board the aircraft, so we just quickly shuffled through the aircraft down to our seat.
Yeah.
The 21? 21.
Okay.
We then made it to our seat, and we have this amazing A320 seat, which I will be exploring and checking out once we get up into the air after takeoff. We then started to push back, which was a relief because our flight was delayed by 45 minutes. We were then out of Terminal 3 and started to taxi. I got this nice time lapse of the taxi, so sit back, relax, and enjoy our taxi through Toronto Pearson. Since it was icy and snowy outside, we did have to do a quick de-icing for the aircraft. Soon enough, we finished our de-icing and started to taxi and head for our runway. We then started to turn onto runway 33 right for departure. While departing Toronto airspace.
We recommend keeping it visibly fastened whenever you are seated. Smoking is not permitted on board, and this concludes the use of...
So now that we're in the air, I decided that it was time to check out the seat. Here we have the menu called Frank's Cafe with the QR code for the Wi-Fi, which was actually free, so kudos to Jetlines for that. For some of you guys that don't know, the smile on the tail's name is Frank. On the menu, you had some snacks, which were some ramen, Twizzlers, pretzels, Pringles, hummus, and Kit Kat. You had some actual food, burgers, lasagna, pasta, but those were above $10, so kind of expensive, but pretty good for the airline itself. Here we have the tray table, which was actually very big and extendable too, so that was really good. It was really good because I was doing a drawing for the pilot and co-pilot, so since it was a big tray table, I was able to do that comfortably. Now moving on to the space. There was a lot of space, but obviously there was for me because I'm not really an adult yet, so I can't say much. Moving to the seat back pocket, we had an air sickness bag. And we have the Jetlines themed safety card. Now this is literally the exact same thing from my Sunwing flight, the exact same safety card, just without the 737. I got washed, so I decided to check out the washroom. The washroom overall was pretty clean, and honestly I decided to come early before it got messy. The washroom was actually very clean and very big. The sink was very clean and the soap actually smelled pretty good, and the soap was clean. Then 5 minutes after coming back from the washroom, a woman ended up passing out. The flight attendants took care of this very well and handled it very, very well. Now this did grab a lot of attention, so it did take people's mind off of how long until we got into Vegas. 5 minutes after the incident, we then started to descend into Las Vegas, and soon enough, we were on short final into Las Vegas. approach our gate, and then soon enough we got to our gate, and we started to pull into our gate and made it safely. Now I did watch everyone scurry and shuffle to quickly get out of the airplane. I did wait till everyone got out, because obviously I wanted to see the flight deck, because why wouldn't I? I saw the flight deck of the A320, which is the plane I fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So me and the pilot were basically kind of comparing how it's like flying in the sim and how it's like flying in real life, and they're very similar. He was saying it's good for training and for like first looks, and for getting to know the basic handles of the A320 and stuff like that. So it was really nice. We had a small little chat about aviation. I gave the co-pilot, the captain and first officer, a drawing, as well as I gave all the flight attendants a little mini Jetlines sticker I made. But this was really fun, and I got a nice picture of the A320 cockpit. Now the flight was amazing, and overall I will rate the flight a 9.5 out of 10, but there were some minor issues that, weren't really the best. Starting off with the entertainment section, there were only a few selection of movies. There were 2 kids movies, and there were I'd say 10 different movies and 3 shows. I did watch The Big Bang Theory because I was bored and there's pretty much nothing else to watch. Now their games are pretty fun. They do kind of occupy you a bit, but not for too long though. I would say they should get more movies and stuff like that. The food was definitely expensive. I did try their burger. It was actually pretty good. Expensive, but good. So I didn't mind that. So that's one good thing. But again, like I said, usually on this airline there is a bit of delay, but that is because this is a new carrier airline and it's not really a high maintenance airline. So sometimes the airline doesn't get as much information about what's happening in the airport as other airlines. But overall, like I said, I give the airline an 9.5 out of 10. This is a really good airline, and I really would recommend flying it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless you, and God loves you. Aviation Aiden, out.